Hey, what's up, guys? It's Jamie Foy here, and you guys are watching Tony Loves Skating.
Welcome back, everybody. How's it going? I hope you're doing well. Today, I want to be talking to you about a skate park that is not new, but it is new to me because I have never been to it, and I just went there for the first time, and that is the Wadsworth. Oh my God, I can't say this name. Wadsworth Skate, and that is the Wadsworth Skate Park, located in Flagler Beach, Florida, which is only a short drive from Orlando, a short drive from Jacksonville, from Daytona, so it's pretty accessible. I got to go there recently with my friend Ethan and his people. I got to meet some of them for the first time, and they're great. Awesome skaters, awesome dudes. So that right there alone made it for a good time. I will say, when I pulled up to the park, I had my doubts, but I ended up having a really, really good time. So like I said, this park is located in Flagler Beach, Florida. It is a public park. There's no fee, there's no requirements on pads or anything like that. It does consist on metal ramps, which I know some people may not like. I'm not very picky. My local park is it's all metal ramps. So I'm used to skating those, so it's really not a big deal. The park from the outside may not look so great, but I guarantee you that if you've never been there before, you will have a pretty good time, at least a decent time. It's a square park, but it is a pretty decent size park. And the park has a little bit of everything that you may want to skate. I mean, just about every single thing you would want to skate. Some things do look a little bit sketchy. They have a set of stairs with a rail that's coming down this little quarter pipe that I'm sure people skated, but it looked very sketchy to me, and you would never catch me trying that thing. It's got some pretty decent sized quarter pipes, from like a medium quarter pipe to a taller quarter pipe. Those are just fine, nothing special, nothing like to write home about. There are some really nice hips in this park, so if you're a person that likes skating hips, like my friend Ethan and his boys, then you will enjoy this park. Now I know why they like this park so much, because the hips there are pretty good, and they're really good at skating them. You can find a decent variety of prefabricated ledges, just your regular pre-built skate park ledges. There's also a concrete ledge that's on the shape of a skateboard that I tried to skate at one point. I was just too tired by then, so nothing really happened. And they have some really interesting rails that I would never dream of skating because I would just die. One of my favorite features in the park is the banks. If you guys watch the videos, you know that I love a good bank, and they have a couple of good banks. It took me a while to get used to. Each bank is different. This one was just slightly different than what I'm used to coming in. But once you get used to it, they're pretty fun to skate, good sized banks, and they're well placed within the skate park. One of my favorite features in the whole park was this ledge on top of the pyramid, which is made of whatever material they use for prefab parks, which I guess is the same they use to make picnic tables somewhere. But that was pretty fun to skate. I was able to do a nose slide on it. I wish I would have had more time to try other things. Yeah, so like overall, there was a really good variety of things to skate. I actually did have a really good time. It was also an afternoon session, so by the time I started skating, I was already kind of warmed up. Like, my legs had already been walking around for hours during the day. I don't know, I was feeling good. When the sun went down, like, there was a slight breeze. Oh, and that is one thing that I do like a lot, is that they have lights, and that's great. I mean, they're not the brightest things, but you can still get a little bit of skating once the sun goes down, and that's always a plus, because sometimes you're not ready to go home and you want to keep skating. You're trying some fancy trick, and then it lights out and you got to leave. But not in this park, because they got lighting, and I think that's a really good thing to have. All right, so I'm gonna pick on this park a little bit. One thing I wasn't a fan of was that the park itself is loud. These ramps are loud. This is some loud metal. You end up getting used to it, whatever, but at the very beginning it was shocking how loud these things were. But no big deal, they're not falling apart loud, you know? Like, they're not like broken and that's why they're making a noise. They're just loud. Also, I feel like the configuration could be a little bit better. I'm not quite sure how. I just felt like these obstacles could be moved in a way to where the park would flow a little better. Especially like the hip that was in the back, in order to hit it from left to right, you will have to cross the path of the pyramid and that flow, which to me felt awkward and almost dangerous if you crash against somebody. So yeah, I felt like it could be moved around and placed a little better. Nothing out of this world. Like I said, I'm just picking on it right now. It still had pretty decent flow. And like I said, it's a good sized park to where it doesn't feel like it's all cramped up. But because it's a bigger park, I feel like things could be moved around just a little bit better use of the space. And then it would be, Well, I was able to get a few clips. So here they are. Also a few clips of Ethan and his friends. Enjoy. Well, that was basically my poor review of the it's not the Flagler Beach skate park, but it's this weird name. Wadsworth Skateboard Park. That's its God's given name. It's the Wadsworth Skateboard Park in Flagler Beach, Florida. That's a mouthful. Say that fast. The Wadsworth Skateboard Park in Flagler Beach, not Flagler Beach. This episode of Tony Loves Skateboarding is brought to you by Flagler Beach. You got some shirts to be cleaned. You need your pool to be ready for the weekend. Get some Flagler Beach. I forgot to mention something that's actually very obvious. This park is close to the beach. So you can technically go surfing or go to the beach and then come to the park, or do it the other way. Go to the park and get all nasty and sweaty and then go to the beach and clean up with the salty water. Whichever way you want to do it. I'm sure there's a place there where you can get yourself an acai bowl or something crazy like that. Eat some fish. All right, but now I'm just talking nonsense. So thank you for watching. Do all those things. Comment, subscribe. You know, all those things that you're supposed to do. Remember to skate with your homies. Remember to bring water to your sessions, man. It's been so hot. But most importantly, remember, stay young. Peace out. I'll see you on the next one.